Alrighty, let's get into literal equations, solving these for each variable. So the first one, I want you to be able to show your work, and we're going to get rid of, we got to get x by itself, so we're going to divide 6 to both sides. You get g over 6 equals x, and that's your answer. All right. Number 2, we're going to solve for x. So I want to add 2 to both sides. When I do that, I get u plus 2 equals 2x. To finish that, to get x alone, divide 2. So then you're going to get x equals u plus 2 over 2. All right. Number 3, we want to get x by itself. This is an interesting one. We got to go ahead and subtract m to both sides. Z minus m equals negative x. We're not allowed to have a negative x. So it's basically like a negative 1 we have to divide. And divide negative 1 to everything over there. So z minus m divided by negative 1 equals x. But if you look at your answer key, when it's over 1, you can't have this there. It's going to apply to the z. So what's the m going to be? The m negative and negative, it's going to become positive m, and the z becomes negative. And there's your answer, because the negative applied to both of those. All right. Number 4, we're going to get the a by itself by dividing c to both sides. You can get g over c equals a. Number 5, we want to get this over here. We're going to add k to both sides. U plus k equals x. See, these aren't too tough. I mean, the second page was today, but this aren't too tough. Right here, we're going to go ahead and subtract c. G minus c equals x. Verse 7, you're going to get a by itself. Now this one's a trip. Now we had to go ahead and take this. We did this one in class. Multiply by a to both sides, and then you have a u equals k. And then you want to get a by itself, then you're going to divide u to both sides. And then number 8, you're going to go ahead and divide the c to both sides. All right. Number 9, we went over this one again in class as well. We're going to solve for a. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and divide the 12. So I have am equals 1 over 3, right? 4 over 12 turns into 1 over 3. Now this is a trip. This is a little interesting when we did this in class because this is being multiplied. So to get rid of it, you're going to have to divide it. Oh, excuse me. So then to divide this m over 1, really that's what it is. It's 1m over 1. Whenever you divide a fraction, you have to flip it. So the m is actually on the bottom now, and the 1's up here. So that's when you eventually get 1 over 3m. Because it had to get multiplied, just like the rules of fractions. That one's a tough one. And the last one, 10. Go ahead and you got to subtract 2c first. So you get negative 3 minus 2c equals negative 3x. And then to finish this off, divide the negative 3. And really, you got a lot of negatives going on here. You can go ahead and just make it positives. X equals, on the answer key, it's 2c plus 3 over 3, which is the same thing we have. We just turned everything around a little bit, but 3 over 3 is here, 3 over 3, and then the c. All right, hopefully this was helpful. I know that I did the whole thing for you, but I still think you can handle this if we were able to do some kind of mini quiz or something. All right, go ahead and check this out and make sure. I would like you to just pause it hopefully during this, but if not, you can rewatch it to see what was going on. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.